Hi, everybody, and welcome to Cope with Hope. Today, I'm having a wonderful show with strings attached with the lovely Sunita Bhuyan, who heals, trains leaders, and mesmerizes with her wonderful folk music, which is Scottish as well as Assamese, a whole range. She's going to be coming and playing for us today and also sharing her experiences and her inspiration that led her on this wonderful path. I'm so happy that all of you come and enjoy my shows and encourage me with all your likes and your sharing. I feel very, very blessed to have all of you as my audience. On Monday, I've got something very special. I have Ved Prakash ji coming to teach us pranayam for this time. So let me not waste any more time and quickly see where Sunita is and bring her on to mesmerize you with her magical music. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it very much. I know that I am. Hi, Sunita.
Hi, Nandini.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for the warm invitation to Cope with Hope. What a wonderful name.
Thank you.
What a wonderful way to engage with your friends and associates and share with the larger world. So thank you.
I mean, Sunita was lovely. She told me that, that this should be like a Thanksgiving to all the people that you've interviewed. So this is a Thanksgiving to all of you whom I have interviewed and a Thanksgiving to all of you who watch my show. So thank you, Sunita, for your wonderful suggestion about this. And will you tell us a little bit about music and the healing essence of music?
I think a lot has been said about music being an amazing platform to entertain, because there is. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. No, my headphones, first of all, using headphones, we're not very used to. We are so used to playing unplugged, but with the new Zoom and all of that, I think this is the only way that we can get the sound across. Music, apart from being a great entertaining platform, like all of us know, has got two profound benefits on the mind and body, and one definitely is the science behind music therapy and how it heals and how it creates better mind, body, soul development. And the sound waves travel through the atmosphere. And when it reaches your brain or your mind, that's when your mind starts sending signals to different parts of the body. And your body calms down and produces some of the most important hormones in the body, which is endorphins. And these endorphins help us to regenerate and our tired cells, give us that energy, give us that extra vitality, gives us, helps us to de-stress, to declutter our minds, and most importantly, makes us feel healthier than usual, because there's so much that makes us feel unhealthy. There's so much that makes us feel sad. And what do I need to say during these times? It's very difficult at these times. So as you can see all around us, Nandini, the artists are the ones who are keeping people at home and people engaged after all the difficult work that our our essentials providers are doing. So music definitely has the power, whether you talk about the science of it or the experience of it. We don't have to disregard the power that music has as a medium.
Yes, that's true. So will you play something for us now?
Yes, I definitely will. I'd like to play a short piece which is actually based in Rag Durga. So this is my tribute to Sri Shakti. We are two women together here, and Rag Durga. And when I play Rag Durga, I remember my mother a lot, because she is the epitome of my guru, a woman of substance, and all that she has given me over the years, especially the gift of music. However, before I play the Indian Rag Durga, I would play a very old piece of Scottish folklore, which is also almost based in Rag Durga. I discovered this when I went to Scotland to do my studies and my performances. So we have the Dark Island, because we are now supposedly in dark times. We are at times where we are trying to really fight out what's happening to us. So Dark Island is an old Scottish folklore song. It moves, like a ballet. You can almost feel the moors, the highlands, the dark clouds, which is typically on above a Scottish sky. And then it moves on to the rhythm and fast pace of a Bandish and Rag Durga. So for Cope with Hope, Dark Island moving into Rag Durga.
Thank you.
That was Dark Island. We move on with the same structure of the notes. So music is universal, and the 7 notes are universal across all forms of music. Sa re pa ma re sa, ma pa ma sa pa da da pa ma re sa da pa ma re sa, ma pa ma re ma.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. My
I
pleasure.
really enjoyed it. It was just lovely. So tell me, as I'm watching you play, I feel so inspired. And I was thinking, what must it have been that inspired you? What has been your inspiration to start this journey?
You know, Nandini, as you would know, if you were to get a gift like music, it's not something that it's not all the time that people get up and think that, okay, I want to play an instrument or play, or I want to sing. My inspiration, or rather my journey with music, started with my mother. She is her name is Minoti Khaund, and she's a very well-known violinist in the Northeast, and has been playing for more than 65 years now. She's going to be 80 this year. And so I heard music when I was in her womb, and she was, and that's the time when she started again playing after 10 years of a break because of marriage, and all that happens to a young woman in those days. And so as soon as I was born, my mother felt that I must learn music. And of course, again, it's the whole girl and the boy thing. She said, okay, the daughter has to do what I would like to do. The daughter has to take my instrument. The son, okay, let's see, he can do what he wants and he can study. So anyway, I always say that bias somehow worked with me, and she forced me to do the violin, which is a very overwhelming instrument. As you can see, the violin is a very delicate, it looks like it's a very delicate, subtle instrument, but it can do wonders. It's almost like a woman, It can be soft, and it needs to be. It's got various facets within it. It can be powerful, it can rock, it can break, but it's got a very, you can tighten the strings really, really very tight, and it barely snaps only when you take it for completely granted. So very much like a woman. So violin itself, again, as an instrument, is very overwhelming for a child. Because to start playing itself, to make contact with the bow and the violin itself takes a long time. So there are screeches and scratches that you hear. My father's heard it all his life. And that time I didn't realize the power of the instrument or the power of the medium of music. I played it because my mother wanted me to play it, and I kept playing. And when I was in my 20s, I started playing with her, and when I studied, that I realized it's a huge impact that the sound of music and the lessons of the music world can have on people. And that's when I looked at it in a very different way and started playing it more seriously. I did my studies, did my ragas, and then discovered that all music in the world is universal. And in the Western world, it is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. All the music in the world, every piece of music under the sun is based on these 7 notes. So, music is created. What with the music that we hear all the time? Sa re ga pa ma ga re ga pa ma ga ma re sa re sa. It's a morning rag, Bilawal. Ga pa da ni sa ni da ni da pa ma ga re ga pa ma ga ma re sa re sa. If these notes were given to a music director in Bollywood, let's see what he would create. Sa pa ma sa re ga pa ma ga re ga pa da ni da pa ga pa da ni da pa ma ga re ga pa ma ga ma re sa ni da ni sa ni da pa da ni sa re sa pa ma re ma ga sa pa ma sa pa ma re ga ma ga sa ni sa re ga ma ga sa ni sa re sa ni sa. Can you guess the song? Jiya dole, hale hale, kyun ye dole, janna. this was a very melodious, romantic number. So what we hear are the lyrics. You see the visualization. You're from the visual arts world. You see the visualization, the cinematography, the looks of the protagonist, the actor, the actress. But what lies beneath the notes, beneath the lyrics, are the 7 notes, much like the values of life. What lies beneath us, beneath our exterior, our performance, our success, or our personalities, are our values, right? So this was a romantic number, but was using the 7 notes. Tell me which song this is. You would have heard this so many times. And it doesn't make a difference whether it's a romantic number, a number in the choir, a bhajan in the temple, in the church, a Sufi song, or a cabaret. It's just got 7 notes.
Yeah.
Sappa, sappa, dani sani da sappa, dani sani da pare, re ga ma pare, ga ma pa ma ga pare, ga ma ga pa ga re sa. Tell me the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nahi, 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 कैसी पहेली है ये, कैसी पहेली जिंदगानी. So this again was a beautiful cabaret number created with a lot of fantastic composition by Shantanu Moitra for the film Parinita. So don't assume that it's only in Indian songs and Indian melodies that is based on the 7 notes. Even Topori songs. Sariga sare re papa, sariga sare re, sariga sare re papa, sa sare sani sa sa, sa sa sare re re ga ma ga re sa sa. ऐसी या वैसी या कैसी होगी, हाय हाय रे हाय, हाय रे हाय, लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई, रे गा मा पा रे गा, ग रे गा मा पा रे गा रे सा. Sariga sare re papa, sariga sare re papa, sa sare sani sa. Yeah, give me those bits. So all these pieces that I played were all almost with the same kind of raga, okay, and so it wasn't anything different from the first 7 notes that I chose for you. And so we only looked at Bollywood, and we only looked at some of the compositions of Bollywood. Tell me which song this is. It is from Hollywood. There is no music under the sun which doesn't have the. Love is universal. Humanity is universal. Music is universal. And that's why it's one of the most powerful languages to connect, to unite, and to tell messages, right?
Yeah.
Sa 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 ni sa, sa sa ni sa re ga re, sa 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 ni sa pa. Far across the distance and the spaces between us, you've come to say move on. Sa sa re, sa pa ma ga re ga ma ga re sa ni sa ni sa pa sa re sa pa ma ga re ga ma ga re sa ni sa. My heart will go on and on.
Just moves your soul. Music moves your soul. Gosh. Ah, so beautiful.
Sari ga re sari pa ga pa dha pa ga re da ni sa ni da pa ga pa dha ni da pa ga re sari ga re sa da re sa da sa pa. Love will touch us one time and last for a life. My heart will go on and on.
Wow. Gosh, that was so lovely. Beautiful. Ah, beautiful. Simply beautiful. Wow. I feel so blessed that I'm sitting here listening to you.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy that my music, our music together today. Good.
Yes. Yes, so some people have written they're happy to be here. They're looking forward to Akla Chalo Re from the teaser, and different people are very happy that they're here. So Sunita, tell me, I mean, I just want to hear you play and sing, but I want the audience to know, what is it that you've been doing since the lockdown? What have you been doing?
Well, for artists, Nandini, I would like to say that there's not a reason why. There's got to do or when I say die, I mean the death of a craft. It is one of the most toughest times for musicians and artists like this, but there are people who are suffering much more. Let's start with the essential workers, the doctors who are having the toughest ever challenging times of their lives, and they are doing what they're doing so that we can do what we're doing now. I mean, aren't we blessed? I think we've got to say a prayer to each one of them out there across the world who are working with COVID patients. And they have families back home, they have children, they have parents, and their own lives are at risk. And of course, the other essential providers, our grocery stores, our police, our municipal workers, our medical stores, our services. A huge thanks to them. So when the Prime Minister announced Janata Ki Curfew on 22nd of March, I had earlier seen an Italian concert on the balcony. So I told my son, let's go and perform in the balcony and do a concert. And my son said that, Mom, you're already losing it. It's a long haul. Bahut din chalega, but why do you have to do already now? I said, no, we will do a balcony concert. And we did that. And NDTV covered it live from 5 floors below. And since then, there hasn't been a looking back. And, we've played and played for various kinds of pages and fundraisers. And of course, I culminated all of that with a fundraiser of my own. I said, if I'm doing so much for so many different platforms, let me organize one fundraiser. And that was for the Don Bosco charity, and who does a lot of work for COVID victims. And, their children have been my first interaction with people on the streets with whom I started playing music. It's been 20 years and more than 20,000 children now, marginalized, all from the slums and streets that I've spent a lot of my weekends with. But work, like real professional work for us artists, it's a tough time to come along because we are still not used to be performing from home. As you could see how I'm still not very comfortable with this mic over here somewhere on the other side. Then I have got the headsets, and there's something connected. There's a laptop in front of me, which we have only a huge audience, and we only see we see the lights around us. So it's a challenge, but we've got to reinvent ourselves, and very little professional work is trickling in, but there are people who are doing virtual events, and like they say, it's a survival of the fittest. If we have something meaningful to offer, maybe we will survive. But it's a very tough time for all musicians, and especially the ones who are the accompanying ones, and the ones who do work in smaller groups in rural areas. They are having a very tough time. So we just hope that the government, the civil society together help them cope and give them hope. You know, that if we've got to figure out some way for the arts to survive. If you need artists to give messages, if you need artists to entertain, if you need artists to be there for every event, from an opening to a closing to an anniversary to a death to an inauguration to a celebration to an awards function, if you need them so much, we've got to do something for them. And it's my all of you artists will agree. So we've got to, the government and the powerful entities and authorities have to figure out ways, and of course a lot of leaders and movers and shakers and thought leaders across industries are trying their best. But like we said, Jodi tor dak shune keu na ashe, tabe ekla chalo re. Like Tagore said, there'll be lots of people doing things for us, but at the end of the day, it's our own journey. We've got to cope with it. I thought I will end with a Scottish piece, but I'll do a little bit of the Ekla Chalo Re.
Please do lots of it.
Jodi tori dak shune ke na ashe tabe ekla chalo re. Tabe ekla chalo, ekla chalo, ekla chalo, ekla chalo re. Jodi tor dak shune ke na ashe tabe ekla chalo re. When you have no one to walk with you, we've got to walk alone.
You're so beautiful, my God. Oh, my heart is so full.
Tabe ekla chalo, ekla chalo, ekla chalo, ekla chalo re. Jodi tor dak shune ke ashe tabe ekla chalo re. Over to you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's so beautiful, Sunita. Thank you. It was just amazing. I don't know what to say except to ask you, what does hope mean to you?
Hope means hanging in there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there has to be a way out.
Yes.
And we can't be complacent and say, oh, the world is going to come to an end, so I better not try. I better not try different kinds of ways to live, different kinds of ways to do my offering, different ways in which to maintain my relationships. We have to find a way, and there is a way. The world wouldn't have come till today if there wasn't ways to do things. There have been much larger, much more bigger famines and bigger flus. 1918, the Spanish flu had taken away so many more lives, but then world started after that, and we reached, and the world wars have happened. There has to be a way, but yes, it will be the survival of the fittest. And for that, I think hope, just hoping on its own, it's not going to work. We've got to figure out ways to keep ourselves healthy mentally and physically, to be able to have that spirit to keep hoping and having faith. So that, the like they say, the vitamins and the nutrients in the body is more important than just eating your meals. So if we are saying that we want to hope, keep faith, we've got to keep ourselves healthy. Both, we have to think well, keep thinking, keep stimulating our mental, our brain cells, and ensuring that our bodies cope with that hope.
Yes. So beautiful. So one last Scottish piece.
Okay, so I'll do a fusion of an Assamese bihu with a bit of an Irish, not Scottish. We don't have time to do so many. Okay. So it's again about hope. This song is about hope. Let's see if you can in laptop do Thabo Parivine. If I can stand and do this, let me see. No, let it be. So this song is about on the banks of the river. In Assam, the river Brahmaputra is the lifeline, and the girl is saying, it's a sad story. The girl is saying, "Noiloi halileo deha, nodalioi boluka, potharoloi halile kako." My body is swaying towards the river. And like all men, the boy thinks she's swaying towards him. And he says, Noi ka khoria o senai, khabolo yunu jure, nohoi nu pete bhorar bhat. And the boy is saying that I'm a very small farmer on the banks of the river, and I don't have enough to take you home. It's a sad story amidst a love story, that those people who provide for us, our farmers, don't have enough at home. And yet they come together, yet they celebrate the festival of Bihu. Let's see how the story goes. And finally they migrate to another country and realize that the same tilt and the rhythm and the pulse of the Bihu, Assamese Bihu, is so similar to the Scottish reels of the Highlands. So it's from my album Bihu Strings, the one and only album that I have, and I hope you enjoy this. We really need drums and keys and guitar and all of that to, to get this song to its fullest. We really need percussion. Nodali boluka, potharoloi halile kako. Bukure kami haru senai holu dali dali, holu dali dali. Kaloinu sintakuri, kaloinu sintakuri thako. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. Noi loi hali le yo te ha notali oi boluka notali oi boluka pothara loi hali le kako.
Wow.
I can see someone writing about Bhupin.
That you're phenomenal, you're amazing, everybody's enjoyed it so much. Music is universal. I mean, it was amazing. It was simply amazing. Thank you. Everybody's
And,
enjoyed it so much.
I can see someone asking for a Bhupen Hazarika, Ganga Behti Ho Kyun.
Yeah. Someone's asking for that.
So I like to do 3 or 5. So shall we finish with the Bhupen Hazarika piece? I don't know if we have
Lovely.
time.
We can. Yes, of course. We can.
Anything else you wanted to say, Nandini? Because I've got into the mood. These wires no longer bother me.
I just want to thank you immensely, and I'm going to be here listening to you. And thank you. And I'll come back and thank you once again. I'm too thrilled.
So Dr. Bhupen Hazarika had said, like we talked about Tagore, and we can't leave the Bard of the Brahmaputra, Dr. Bhupen Hazarika. He shouted at the rivers and said that, why do you keep flowing in spite of so much degradation around us? विस्तार है अपार प्रजा दोनों पार करे हाहाकार निशब्द सदा ओ गंगा तुम ओ गंगा बहती हो क्यों. That was the Hindi version. In Assamese, Bistirna parare akhankya janare hahakar huniu nikhabde nirabe budhalui tumi budhalui bua kiya. বিস্তীর্ণ দুপারে অসংখ্য মানুষের হাহাকার শুনেও নিঃশব্দে নীরবে ও গঙ্গা তুমি ও গঙ্গা বইছো কেন. मानवता नष्ट हुई नैतिकता भ्रष्ट हुई. I'm not a singer, but I'll try to sing this piece also. मानवता नष्ट हुई नैतिकता भ्रष्ट हुई निर्लज भाव से बहती हो क्यों. इतिहास की पुकार करे हुनकार इतिहास की पुकार करे हुनकार ओ गंगा की धार निर्बल जन को प्रबल संग्रामी समाग्रामी बनाते नहीं हो क्यों. विस्तार है अपार प्रजा दोनों पार करे हाहाकार निशब्द सदा ओ गंगा तुम ओ गंगा बहती हो क्यों. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God, it was just so moving, all of it. I don't know what to say except I feel very blessed. Thank you so much, Sunita. I'm
My
so
pleasure.
lucky. Thank you. It was awesome,
Thank
beyond my wildest dreams. May God bless you always. Bye, everybody. And please keep thanking all the musicians and pray for everybody who doesn't have work, especially all the accompanying musicians, so that this craft can go on, this art can go on. God bless everybody.